A wonderful morning to you, our viewers across the world. This is Ayo Adams on the sports segment of the weekend show. It's been an exciting week of magnificent football across Europe. The UEFA Champions League, Europa League, and Conference League were all played consecutively Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It was an exciting showdown across Europe with football. And also, we also have the NBA All-Star Weekend happening on tomorrow. It kickstarted yesterday, but it will be happening tomorrow. But we'll start with one of the most major breaking headlines. We'll start with the breaking news from the Premier League as Lee Mason, video assistant referee, leaves the PGMOL and will no longer work on the Premier League games after an offside error cost Arsenal the game against Brentford. Leo Mason failed to check the offside of Christian Norgard in the build-up to Ivan Toney's equalizer for Brentford in a 1-1 draw with Arsenal last weekend. The PGMOL subsequently apologized for this error. And Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta was not having it. He called the error not acceptable. He continues to say this wasn't a human error. That was a big not conceiving and understanding your job. That's not acceptable. I'm sorry. And that cost Arsenal 2 points, and that's not going to be restored. I mean, Arsenal fans were livid across the world of football a couple of weeks ago when the Premier League and VAR officials did not draw the line. Namely, Lee Mason did not draw the line to specify that Christian Norgard was offside, and that had cost Arsenal a deserved win, which they went home with 1-1 draw. And Arsenal were pissed off. Mikel Arteta, clearly was also pissed off, and he made his intention known that what they mentioned about the apology does nothing to him, except they will give him back his 2 points. But away from that, we'll go to Serie A as Victor Osimhen now has bagged his 18th goal of the season, while Napoli are racing to their first Serie A title since 1990. The Italian Giants moved a whooping 18 points clear the top of the table with a 2-win victory over Sassuolo, with second-place Inter Milan expected to respond this weekend. Kvaratskhelia eventually took the initiative in the 12th minute, striking for the very first goal, striking a well-placed shot that crept into the net to make it 1-0. In the 22nd minute of the game, Napoli got their cushion, and it was a powerful strike from Victor Osimhen, who scored with an powerful acute angle strike, taking his goal tally in the Serie A to 18 goals this season and scoring his 100th professional goal of his career. His 18th goal of the season was his 7th in consecutive matches, becoming the first ever Napoli player to have made this feat. Now, notably, that Napoli has had great attacking prospects with players such as Dries Mertens and Lorenzo Insigne. Victor Osimhen is undoubtedly making Nigeria and Nigerians proud across the world, and he's clearly one of the best strikers in the world, alongside Marcus Rashford, Erling Haaland, and Kylian Mbappe. Well, let's now move to the Champions League. The UEFA Champions League returned for the round of 16 knockout stages on Tuesday and Wednesday, with back-to-back action-packed encounters across Europe. An underwhelming performance from PSG's side as they fell short to Bundesliga giants and 2020 champions Bayern Munich, with a lone goal from their former attacker Kingsley Coman. The Parisians have all to play for in the second leg in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks' time. Moving on, we still have another game that was played across the week. Club Brugge also fell short to Benfica, and Club Brugge fell short to Benfica, while AC Milan defeated Tottenham at home, where we have Borussia Dortmund, who defeated Chelsea in their own encounter. A really big, magnificent game over the week there. We also have. But then let's move to the Europa League. Well, in the Europa League, we have highlights match Barcelona versus Man United ended in a 4-goal thriller as both teams shared the spoils in a 2-2 draw, with goals coming from Marcus Rashford, Rafinha, an own goal from Jules Koundé, and before Marcos Alonso also set the pace. In the Europa League, we had informed striker Marcus Rashford drew level after Marcos Alonso's opener. Jules Koundé considered an own goal before Rafinha equalized for the Blaugranas. And here are the other results from the match day at the UEFA Europa League. Barcelona and Manchester United played a 2-2 draw. Shakhtar Donetsk and Rennes played a 2-1 win. Shakhtar Donetsk won that game from home. Ajax in a 0-0 draw against Union Berlin at home. Salzburg defeated AS Roma to take the lead in the first leg, 1-0. Juventus, the old ladies, struggled for a 1-1 draw at the Allianz Arena against Nantes. Sporting Lisbon also shared the spoils with Midtjylland. Leverkusen, in a 5-goal thriller game, lost to Monaco. That was a sad defeat for Xabi Alonso, while Sevilla, in a dramatic win, took a 3-0 first leg win against PSV. Subsequently, alongside the Europa League game that were being played, we also had the Europa Conference League being played, and The result of the fixtures are as follows. Karabakh defeated Ghent 1-0. Transbonspor also defeated Barcel 1-0. Bodo Glimt in a 0-0 draw to Lech. Braga lost to Fiorentina in a 4-goal encounter. Lazio defeated Cluj. Larnaca defeated Dnipro. Sheriff lost to Partizan, and Ludogorets defeated Anderlecht. And all of these other games will continue subsequently in the UEFA Europa Conference League next week. Still on the UEFA Europa League, Barcelona will now miss their iconic duo, Pedri and Gavi, from the Old Trafford second leg next week on Thursday. Pedri was stretched out of the first leg encounter against Manchester United after he might have pulled a hamstring. Barcelona will update their fans across the world to what would happen if Pedri will be able to feature in the next game. But it's been clear that he will not be able to feature, while his other counterpart and Golden Boy award holder, Gavi, will also miss that game simply because he was yellow carded, and he will be missing the game in the return leg at the Old Trafford next week. All right, and finally, finally, we now move to basketball. The 72nd NBA All-Star Game will be played tomorrow on Sunday, but it kickstarted yesterday, February 17th to 19th in Salt Lake City, Utah. It will be Team LeBron versus Team Giannis. Joe Mazzulla, coach of Boston Celtics, qualified as head coach of Team Giannis, while Michael Malone, coach of the Denver Nuggets, qualified as a head coach of Team LeBron. Well, to all the basketball fans across the world, who are you backing? Let us know. Is it Team LeBron or is it Team Giannis? You will let us know in the social media handles while the game will be played tomorrow at Utah. And it's the Champions League season, and over the week we have Manchester City defeat Arsenal, which dents their title hopes. They are now left with 1 point. We also went to the street to ask the fans what do they think about Chelsea and Graham Potter. Well, this is what they had to say. My name is Ayo Adams. I'll be seeing you same time next week. Bye-bye for now.